Inspector Gadget may return after these messages.
What up, y'all? It's Chris Weathers, aka ShortyC94, back at you again with some more sneaker-related content, and it's time for another sneaker rotation vid. So this is ShortyC94's sneaker rotation from January 17th to January 23rd. So on Sunday, I wore these, the Air Max 98 Cone. This was a quick strike release from 2018, and the Air Max 98 is probably my favorite Air Max silhouette. The only one I could probably put ahead of it is the Air Max 95, but this is right up there with it. And this specific pair is probably the most random pair of Air Max 98s that I own. So just a crazy color combination that I had to have. For Monday, I broke out the Air Jordan 8 3-peat. This was a release from fall of 2015. It's a release meant to commemorate Michael Jordan's first 3-peat, where the Bulls beat the Lakers in 1991, the Trailblazers in 1992, and the Phoenix Suns in 1993. And all the colors of the teams are featured on the shoe. A lot of color on the bottom. It's part of the 30th anniversary, so it's got the 30th on the insole there. My favorite feature of this shoe is the tongue, which actually a lot of people don't know. This was supposed to be the tongue on the playoff 8s back in 1993. The prototype has it, but the retail version doesn't have it. But if you look, it's the Larry O'Brien trophy that teams get when they win the NBA championship. And it's got a Jumpman in front of it. So, you know, that's a nice little touch that they included that on this shoe. I have to be honest, when these came out, I had at least 3 or 4 size runs at the store I was running at the time, and wasn't really a fan of it. But lo, these many years later, you know, I could see the beauty in it. And I ended up buying this because we had it on a buy one, get one free. And I really needed another shoe, so I just went ahead and grabbed these. So haven't really worn them a whole lot. You see the size sticker, and the 30 is still on the insole. On Tuesday, I broke out the T-Mac 3. This is a reissue from 2014. This shoe is made famous by Tracy McGrady in the 2004 All-Star game because he wore colorway on one foot and wore the red colorway on the other foot. So Packer Shoes reissued these red and blue, but Adidas did bring them out just the whole blue pair, and that's what I have here. My favorite thing about this shoe is that I only paid $9.99 for it. Again, the company I was working for at the time was sitting on these, and after about a year, they just, you know, let's get them out of here. So I ended up buying them. I should have bought 2 pairs, but, you know, they still got the T-Mac branding on the insole. You've got Adidas branding on the bottom. You've got Adidas branding on the back. You've got T-Mac branding right at the bottom of the toe. And you've got T-Mac branding right here. I actually was fortunate that on a page that I am affiliated with, Soul for Life, he actually commented on the picture to wear these and have him comment on them. So For Wednesday, broke out the Air Force 3. This is from 2006. I actually bought these and the Air Jordan 21 at the same time, the white, black, and red colorway. So, these are in really good shape to be as old as they are. Probably the worst thing about them is there is some paint chipping there, and there are a lot of sock lint balls on the inside here. But for these to be from 2006 and for me to have had them for this long, I feel like these look pretty good. There's really not that much oxidation. This Nike Air is yellowed a bit, but it's not too crazy. The tongue still looks fresh. You still got the Nike LE logo on the insole. Bottom is still good. Still got all of the stars pretty much. So, again, for these to be as old as they are, I'm pretty pleased with how they held up, me wearing them all day. But, again, just one of my favorites. And these are pretty close to the original. The only thing that's different about the OG is this little panel here that kind of continues on the right here. This part was gray on the OG. But that's really the only difference. Other than that, they look exactly the same. And these aren't associated with a player specifically. I felt like a lot of centers and power forwards wore these, 88 and 89 in the NBA. But Charles Barkley did wear these. He had a 76ers colorway in this that hasn't retro, but it's just, white, blue, and red. So it'd be nice if we saw those, Or if they just brought these back again, I'd buy another pair. So. For Thursday, I undeadstocked the Air Rivederci. This is a ACG model that originally came out in 1993. It's really clean. This colorway just screams early 90s. A lot of branding on it as well. You've got Hirachi branding on the tongue. You've got Air Rivederci branding on the menial side. You've got it on the insole. You've got Nike branding on the bottom, and you've got Nike Air on the back. And again, this is just a really rugged, well-executed retro. Looks just like I remember the originals being. I love this rubber toe. And this is something you probably could go trail hiking with right now, and it probably will hold up. But I'm just going to wear these casually, because they're just so pretty. So. So Friday, we wore an all-time classic. These are the Air Max 1 Atmos Elephant. This is the 2017 retro. In 2016 for Air Max Day, people had the opportunity to vote for an Air Max model and or colorway they wanted to come back on sneakers, the infamous sneakers app. And these were voted, and I was fortunate to get a pair. This is the pair without the Jumpman on it. This isn't the pair that came in the pack with the threes. This was just the single pair, but still really good. I tend to wear these with black socks, so there's a lot of lint and debris from the socks on the insole, but you still got the Nike LE logo. You've got your cement throughout. You've got real leather here on the toe, and this is probably one of the best. It's probably the best made Air Max 1 that I own. So, and technically I call Air Max 1s Air Max 87 still. So I feel like every Air Max should have a year. But, these, not too much branding. Again, you got the Nike LE. You've got Nike Air on the back. You've got Nike Air Max on the tongue. Typical Air Max. You've got your Nike Air on the bottom. And, yeah, just a really good shoe. I can't believe how much dead stock pairs of these go for. Even used pairs go for, hundreds of dollars. It's just surprising to me. So, but now for today, I wore the Converse ERX 260. This is the high version. This is the very first Just Don collab Converse to come out. A lot going on with this shoe, but that's what I like about it. I mean, the entire shoe is made out of faux animal hair. You've got snakeskin, you've got cheetah, you've got pony hair, a lot going on with it. I initially wanted this shoe because it is weird, but it's a shoe that Magic also wore, and if you don't know, or follow me on Instagram, or you're new here, Magic Johnson is my favorite player of all time. It's partly why I have this lovely hoodie here that my wife bought me. Got the 87 on one, the 88 on the other. That's when the Lakers repeated. And around that time, especially 88, Magic was wearing ERX shoes. He wore the 350 and the 400 a little more than this 260, but he did wear these. And that was part of why I wanted to. This is the first time that Converse had retroed the ERX, any of the ERXs. So, but I love the multicolored tongue, Just Don branding on the insole. Really nice shoe. And I've only worn these a few times, so all the stars are still there. This is the shoe I wore today, so they are a little dirty on the bottom. Probably one of my favorite Converse shoes that I own. It's probably up there with the Weapon and the Aero Jam and my Chuck 70s. So yeah, make sure and like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram if you already aren't, at ShortyC94. Hit the notification bell so you know when I do new videos. I tend to do videos every other day. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.